Good morning. Welcome to Crawl or No Crawl. This is Carolyn Holzman. Today is September 8th, day 18 of the Google Helpful Content Update. Or is it? All right. My day started earlier. I woke up at 4 a.m. and was like, a new bot? The update is over. Now, we know Google are testers. We know that they run SEO tests. And they are not going to launch a second mobile bot into an update. So I grabbed my phone to kind of see what semrush sensor was doing. And well, as you can see, yikes. Now, it doesn't look so bad, right? Because this is overall categories. But you can see there's a lot of shakeup in all the different categories. So some of them are higher, arts and entertainment, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the bloodbath has begun, which is kind of what we were expecting. So let's just go back through what we know so far. They introduced a new bot on day 1 of the update. The desktop version was introduced on day 4. And what we saw them do over the course of the last couple weeks was recrawl every page. And remember before I said, getting new content in is, it's very sluggish right now. And so they suppressed the outflow system, obviously, while they ran the revised algorithm until they were satisfied it was indeed doing what they intended. And this is my opinion, based on data, they introduced a new bot on September 6th. That's this day over here. And that, to me, signals the end of the update process for this Google Helpful Content Update. So let's just review what that's supposed to do. They said, make sure your content answers the question. And it got me to thinking, voice search is all about people asking questions. So what if there was some type of search that they were targeting? And so that would kind of fall under informational searches. So I started to look at some of the users, I should say some of the losers in the semrush sensor here. Like they give you these ideas here, winners and losers. Now this is what I found yesterday. I haven't had enough time to go through, but I'll show you a little bit about what I'm seeing. So I found drops. So I took a look at some of those. And remember, when I say informational searches, this is basically a tool-determined assessment of the search term, right? I'm not saying it's the same as Google, but it's the best we can guess, right? So what I found, I started looking at the winners. Okay, that was nice. So I looked in arts and entertainment, and I looked at 3 separate sites. And site 1, 9 out of 10 of the highest wins were for informational searches. Site 2, 6 out of 10 were for informational searches. They had a few brand ones in there. And then site 3, 10 out of 10 of the highest wins were informational searches. And so when I looked at some of the drops, I looked at some pages and that were noted by semrush to drop. And I found that a lot of them, it was just volatility. I looked at the page, and what I read, I would have said it was loosely about that term, and it really shouldn't have been there. So if I was Google, I would have dropped it. So I'm going to play around with this idea, and I might move some of this over into my forensic channel, but I'm calling this update, folks. Ta-da! So it was August 22nd through September 6th. And I think what we're seeing now on this is all the aftershocks, now that they're reflowing it out. So let's recap. On around midnight on September 6th, Greenwich Mean Time, the new bot was launched. In my view, the update was over at that time. Now we're in a flow out of all that reprocessed and rescored pages. But so far, nothing has changed. It's still the relevance game, but now it's a little more serious. And we'll figure out now that we have the ability to take measurements and see what really changed. And here's what I think is going to be the official word. Friday, the update will be announced as over, and the resounding response from Google will be, watch yourself, write good content, and we'll be watching. So just real quickly, I'm going to show you the bots here, the most recent day of data. So this is where my attention goes, is that we're going to see these two duke it out, and ultimately they're going to retire 12 and go with 13. And that is how the routine is. So anyway, I'd love to hear your comments. And if you are a Quora user, you know I am, obviously, you can give it a few days and make sure everything is falls out, and then start taking your measurements of what you were working on before, and we'll be able to see what actually changed in this. All right, take care. Bye.